I should say. Put that in there. Here's the headphone cable for them. There we go. Get these out of the way. Retiring the Logitechs for now. Maybe bring them back in the future for something. I don't know what. Okay, so. Go. Oh, very artistic and fancy. They had to show the 4 colored dials right here on the box. Printed on there. Okay. So as I suspected, there's an app for it. Yes, there's a Roland app that you can put on your phone. And apparently that's going to allow you to get like a jump start. It's going to explain the features and everything of your Roland Bridgecast. I'm not shocked. Everything has an app now. I believe these are all the accessories. It comes with wires and stuff. We'll look at that in a second because I actually don't know what wires it comes with. Okay, here it is. I actually had no idea how big it actually was. Let's see. I don't know how big this sucker really is. It's nice. Form factor here. Okay. Here it is. The Roland Bridgecast. Pretty cool looking. Taking a look initially at what's on there. Mic effects on or off. So I guess there's a button just to do that. You can preset microphone effects through their software, and clicking that button enables them or disables them. There's a pitch dial, meaning I think you can adjust the pitch of your voice through your microphone just by using that dial. There's a formant dial. I don't even know what that means. Formant? What is the word? What does formant mean? I'm sure it's some audiophile word. I don't know what that means. Formant? I don't know. What else do we got? We've got the different inputs. So one for mic, one for auxiliary, one for chat, one for game. So what I'm assuming, mic is going to be obviously your microphone volume, which you can adjust on the fly. And maybe what these are, the push to mute. It is the mute button. These are your mute buttons. So let's say, oh, I'm about to sneeze or cough. Press the mute button. And then unmute. See? So that's what those buttons are for on the bottom down there. Okay? And then each one has an individual volume dial, obviously. Aux would be any kind of auxiliary audio in, because this thing can take alternate audio from, for example, your phone. You could plug your phone in here, all right? Or you could plug a USB device. I guess what they were saying is if you wanted to take audio from your game console into here rather than into your capture device, which obviously I'm probably just going to use my capture device for the audio, not this. But yeah, you could do that and have it go in there. Chat. This I'm probably never going to use, but chat is to essentially control the levels if you were using a chat client, for example, Discord, or if you had a chat client that was built, say, into a game you're playing. So that's supposed to allow you to select it and adjust the volume of the chat on the fly on the stream. And then, of course, your game volume, which, again, I might really use that because if we're playing a game and the game is way too loud or way too low because game volumes don't have a set level, I could just use that to adjust the game volume on the fly live on the stream. And actually, what's nice about this, it clicks. It's actually clicky. It's not smooth. It's like 1, 2, 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3 clicks. And what'll happen is the lights will light up or down depending on how many clicks. So I'll be able to adjust this on the fly. Now, there's different volume levels here. I see stream, line out, phones. So that's nice because that means on the fly, I can adjust my headphone volume as opposed to having to, again, adjust stuff like that through the PC, which I used to have to do. It's just going to do it all for me. Okay. And then there's a button here that says mix link. And then there's another button that says stream mix or personal mix. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means, that through their software, there's going to be 2 different mixes of audio. And you could have one that the stream hears and one that you hear. Maybe that's what it is. The stream will be hearing one personal mix and you'll be hearing a different mix. I don't know. Now, I don't know how it's implemented. However, when I was buying this, it did mention that when you buy this Roland device, you get access to their royalty-free music library. Meaning that they have a library of music that you can use in your content and on your streams free of charge, and you don't have to pay anything to use it, and they won't essentially come after you for the use of the music. Now, I'm on the fence about this, and here's why I'm on the fence about it. Years ago, I had a partnership with Machinima when they existed. They don't exist anymore. They went out of business, okay? But when I was partnered with Machinima, they also offered a library of royalty-free music, okay? I used it. I used it in my videos. A lot of the edited content that I did over the years, game reviews, countdowns, I used this music in it. But here's what happened. After a while, Machinima went out of business. The partnership that they had with that royalty-free music company ended, and all of a sudden, anyone on YouTube who ever used the music had their videos claimed via Content ID and lost the rights to make money on any of those videos. So I want you to think about this. You make a 20 to 30 minute game review, tons of work put into it, blood, sweat, tears, editing. You use this music, you put it out, it makes 10, 20, 30, 40,000 views. You make bank on it. Oh, this is good. I made like $100 on this video. This is excellent, right? And then someone steals it from you because you used a song in it. Yeah, that's essentially what happened to anyone who used that music, okay? So, in regards to using royalty-free music, I'm still very skeptical to this day that it won't last, the partnership will end, and I'll lose all my content's rights, basically. Not the content will be gone, just I don't make any money on it anymore. So, I'm on the fence about it, but I'll look into it. Okay, I will. I'll look into it, and I'll see what's available. As for inputs on the back, it's got a power input because it actually uses a USB to power socket. So that's how you power it. It has a USB port that goes to your PC. And then it actually has this thing that you could have it go console, mobile, or PC. Well, it's going to be PC for me. Line out. So obviously, line out is if you want to have a pass-through to go to another device. You could do that. It also has aux in. So this is how you do auxiliary audio in. If you want to capture, say, audio from your phone or another device like that uses a 3.5 millimeter jack. Here's your XLR headphone jack for my headphones that I'm going to use, and standard phone and headset. So basically, that's going to be XLR for my mic. Excuse me, I said headphones. So that's going to be the XLR input for my mic. This is going to be my headphones. Okay? So, yeah, this is going to allow me to have XLR mic quality, use my headphones and get surround sound through their software, okay? It's going to go to my PC. It's going to get all the audio out of there and powered right there. So there you go. That is the device. Form fit wise here, let's see. It does fit right in front of me here, but may have an issue because when I'm maneuvering my monitor around on its new monitor arm, sometimes I have to like pull it close to me and then push it back. And right now, there's zero maneuverability available here. So in reality, once this thing is really set up, I might have to put it like here, like at an angle here. Like right here between the two, like at the corner of the desk, might be the best place to put it, like right here. Because then the headphones will go right here. The microphone cable will be right there. Yeah, this might actually be the better spot for it. And it's easy to reach here, too. I can adjust everything on the fly. I can turn on silly voice effects by hitting the button or whatever. So this might be the better spot for it. Okay? Looks like a good device. Now, what did it come with? I'm going to assume it came with a power adapter. I hope. Let's find out. So this is just a USB-C to C cable, and it's pretty darn short. Now, knowing that this thing uses USB-C, I actually bought a lengthy USB-C cable, so I could have this go all the way to my PC down on the floor over there, and it'll reach. This cable looks like a standard maybe 3-4 footer, maybe 5, but it's not very long. And then what do we got here? Well, this is a USB like A to C cable. So this thing did not come with a power adapter, for real. I think I have an extra. I'm almost positive that I have an extra. But that's, I'm going to be honest, that's kind of stupid. It doesn't come with its own power adapter to plug it in. It just comes with a USB-C to C and an A to C, but it doesn't come with the power adapter. I'm actually kind of speechless about that. They didn't give it the power thing to plug it in. I'm just... No, it doesn't get power from the PC. It does not. It says, it actually says right on it, on the box and everything, this port here is its power port, and it requires a adapter to plug into a socket. It does not use PC power to run. You need to have its own power, a separate power adapter to get it to work. It said it right on the documentation. So, yeah, I think it says 5 volts. 5 volts. And I'm pretty sure I have one, an extra one, from like phone charging and stuff. In fact, hold on one second. I'm almost positive I have one, maybe like sitting in my bedroom in a spare drawer. Give me 1 second here. Look at that. I magically teleported it into my hand through my psychic powers. No, it was in the bedroom. Yeah, I have a spare. This is an Energizer brand one. But, yeah, I have one, luckily. And I'm pretty sure this is 5 volts. And I actually have another one, too. But that one's in my closet. I just put it away. But... well, it says the wattage. I don't know if it says the volts. 5 volts. It says it right there. 5 volts. Overall, 5 volts. So this one is USB-C. So in this case, I will use the USB-C to C cable, plug it in there, plug that into the back of that thing, and have that run right here. I have a power strip that I have, a new one, to plug all this new stuff in, like my monitors and everything. And it's right there, and it's just going to go right there. So, problem solved, but I will be honest, that's a criticism I have. If you're going to sell a device, give it everything it needs. They did not put the power adapter in there. They should. There should be a power adapter with that thing. I don't know why there isn't, but luckily I have extras. Okay? People are saying all USB-C is actually 5 volts. All right, well, there you go. I wouldn't know that. All right. So, we are good to go. Okay? Good to go. Ready to go with this thing. I would use it literally right now, but the thing is, it needs to have software. And it even has, like I said, it has here, it says scans. It says here, scan here. This will get you to the software website where you can tweak the software, because I want to have the effects. I want to have the surround sound enabled for the headphones. I got to have filters, because now this XLR mic is going to have no filters on it. You're going to hear environmental noise. You're going to hear all that crap again. So I need time to work on that. And I don't have time right now. Okay. To be honest, I wish I did, but I just don't. So what I'm going to do is put all this to the side over here. Was there anything else? Yeah, there was the box here. Let's get this box out of the way. Okay. All right. So when I have time, which I don't know when I'm going to have time, probably not today, to be honest with all of you. I wish I would have time today, but I don't think I'm going to have any time today to work on that, to mess with the software or whatever. So I'm basically going to have to wait until I have time and mess with the software. There's going to be a lot of tweaking and testing, I'm sure, to get the audio levels correct with the filters and everything. But that will hopefully be in effect either by the end of this week or early next week. Because like I said, we're going to be starting to play Arc Raiders regularly, and I want to have surround sound for that. So it's a good-looking device. I think it's going to be implemented well once I get it working, but it's not something that I can immediately plug in and use today, because it's going to need all this tweaking and adjusting with the software, okay? But it's coming. It'll definitely be en route, okay? All right, well, that's the unboxing, folks. And again, as I've told you guys, that is finally the last piece of the puzzle when it comes to my setup. I can't even think of anything else. Like, I was thinking, what else could I possibly upgrade? Everything is new. The microphone, the chair, I got an audio interface. We got new monitors, right? PCs are great for it now. Like, everything, what could I even tweak anymore? The only thing that I could think of is, you guys have said VR, but I'm not sold on VR, and VR is going to be a pricey upgrade. Let's enjoy the stuff that I have now. And then maybe long term, we look into the possibility of VR or something like that. I'm not going to be dabbling with VR right now. I think that's something for the future. It's a maybe, but not necessarily a, yeah, gung-ho yes or anything like that. Okay? All right. User did a $2 super chat, says, you have the filter on mic 8-inch mode, sounds horrid. Thanks for $2. I have absolutely no idea what you just said.